Welcome, everyone, to this episode of Unavoidable Adventures in Aging, where Sue and Shan, two Midwest, well past middle-aged sisters, discuss the good, the bad, and the ugly of aging. With a little humor, a little heart, and occasionally a little frustration, we'll explore the unavoidable adventures we experience as we move into our golden years. Yeah, golden years, my ass. Just a note to our listeners, this podcast reflects the opinions and experiences of Sue and Shan. The main purpose of this podcast is intended to entertain. Now we're going. This week's episode is brought to you by the third member of our podcast crew.
Yes.
And that is Shan's husband, our husband, we call him, Tim. And we enrolled his help on a couple other episodes that we did.
Were we even there?
Were we even there?
He did a bunch of those.
He did a good job on that. And so now he's been just pulling out ideas, and he gets them all developed for us, and then we do them. So
we do.
We do. We thank you, Tim, for this week's episode. And the way he's explained it, do you remember Johnny Carson?
Yes.
And
yes.
What was that? He'd put the big turban on.
The Great Karnak.
Karnak, yes. And what was that thing? He'd say something about how these answers were sealed in a mayonnaise jar on the porch of somewhere.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And Ed McMahon would read.
Just a clue.
A clue. And Carson would say a question. And then Ed McMahon would read the answer, and they were always silly, or vice versa.
Vice versa, something like that. Yeah.
Okay.
That's the way Tim has explained it to us.
Yes.
He went through the year of 2024.
Yes.
Here we're doing one more episode on the new year, but this is the old year. And he pulled one event from each month, and he wrote a hint on the front.
Yes.
And then we're supposed to see if we can guess what this hint is all about. And then there's a narrative on the other side. On the inside.
Yes, and then if we need to discuss more, we'll discuss it. And he promised it wasn't going to be super hard.
We'll see.
Okay.
We know how much we remember from yesterday, let alone from a year ago.
January of 24.
Yes. Do you want to start, or do you want me to?
No, you start. Let's see what happens here.
All right.
I'm all about it.
This is from January 2024, and the hint is it had to do with an airplane.
Oh, boy. It had to do with an airplane.
Now, because the whole thing with the Captain Sully, and he landed the plane in one of the waterways. Yeah. But I think that was before 2024.
I think it was too.
Anything else with an airplane?
I totally blank.
Me too.
Was there an airplane crash? Was there one that landed successfully in the middle of an interstate? Was there a combination of two? Boy, we're flunking out already.
We are big time. We are big time. And he assured us they won't be that hard. They're things that he reads the news. I don't.
He reads the news. Yeah, that's true. Okay, read it to us.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, everybody. So if they've all thought about it, and they can say it to their partner or just say it out loud.
Happened with an airplane in January 2024.
But here you go.
Here we go. On January 5th, Alaska Airlines Boeing 737 took off from Portland, Oregon. 10 minutes after takeoff, a door-sized section of the plane blew off. I don't remember this.
Yeah, you do.
The Boeing jet had to make an emergency landing. While no one was hurt by the incident, 3 of the passengers are suing the airline. Of course, somebody has to sue, right? The airline and Boeing for $1 billion. $1 billion.
They have very worthwhile lives,
yes,
don't they?
Yes, they do. The door that blew out of the plane was later found in a resident's backyard. Mm-hmm. I really don't remember that.
Really?
Do you?
Yes, because it's happened more than once.
Oh.
Not the whole thing blowing off, I don't believe. But there's been other cases of some kind of a lug nut or something.
Yeah.
Becoming loose on the door panel.
Yeah.
And so then at one point, I can remember this because Reed was going somewhere to visit friends, and they, at that point, would report to you what plane you were going to be riding in so you could decide if you wanted to go or not. So if it was a Boeing, what is it, 747 or whatever?
737, whatever. Yeah.
You would have an option of to fly or change your schedule.
Oh, considering their safety track record.
Yes. Because they were the same plane that had problems.
Right.
Not to that severity, but there were other ones that had, but it was the same plane.
Oh, my golly.
Boeing 737.
Yeah. I don't, and of course, my image of any kind of in-flight disaster comes from the airplane movies.
Yes.
Not the funny one. What was that one called? Airplane? Or
Airport were the serious ones.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So I just, not too terribly long ago, I rewatched like 3 or 4 of those.
There were quite a few.
Yeah. And there's always something in the movie where a window blows out or the door comes off or there's a bomb. And, of course, everybody's sucked out the hole. And, they're hanging on. And so that's my image.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I
hope it never happens. But, yeah.
That's funny. Yes. Yeah. And then came the airplane movies.
Yeah. And what was that movie we talked about that's basically it was a serious movie. It was made back in 1940 something.
Yes.
And it's what the airplane movie was based on.
Yeah.
The funny one.
The funny one.
Yeah.
Remember, we watched it.
Yes.
And oh my gosh, it was almost word for word. Everything was the same.
Yeah.
Oh, we're going to have to come up with that and let everybody know.
Like Ground Zero or what it was.
It could be.
Yeah, but watch that one and then watch the airplane movie, the first airplane movie.
Yeah, with Leslie Nielsen.
Yes.
Yeah, that one is so funny.
That's a good one.
Okay, here we go with February of 2024.
I know, I turned 70 in February of 2024.
Okay, there we go. No,
there we go.
No,
okay.
How could he not put that on there?
Oh, yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Nope, here's your hint.
Okay.
Oh, dear. A highly watched sport this month. Ooh, I know it. In
highly
February.
Watched sport this month. This time of year, it's basketball. And you're shaking your head. Was it the Olympics? No,
Nope.
Those were summer.
No.
Got the winter ones coming up here pretty soon, don't we? Winter
Not
Olympics?
for another year, I think.
Okay, that's not it. Oh, that wasn't in February, then. I was going to say that when the girls volleyball team played down on the actual field.
On the football field?
Yes. And and set just such a record.
February. Happens every year. I'm thinking it's this one.
Yeah.
Most people, or you and I anyway, watch it so we can watch the commercials.
Oh,
in the
Super
halftime
Bowl.
show.
Something to do with the Super Bowl.
It must have something to do with Super Bowl, is what I thought.
I don't know who won.
Sure, Chiefs.
Oh, the Chiefs, that's right.
Chiefs.
That's right.
I have
Shelley
no
and
idea who
Scott's
they
team.
played.
I don't either. Okay. Well, we got it narrowed to
Now
that.
let's see if we're even close. Okay.
No, it was hockey, and it was
Okay, everyone. Yep, if you guessed the Super Bowl, you have it right. On February 11th, the Kansas City Chiefs defeated the San Francisco 49ers in overtime.
Oh.
So it was even more spectacular.
Okay.
They played in Las Vegas. This victory gave the Chiefs back-to-back Super Bowl victories. It was the first time this was achieved in 20 years.
Oh, my.
There you go. Besides the game, much attention was given to Taylor Swift and her romance with Travis Kelce. We haven't mentioned the Kelce brothers for a long time. Who are making millions of dollars off their podcast.
More than that. What would 9 figures be? Billions? Trillions? Oh, it couldn't be that much.
9?
9? Oh, yeah. 1, 2, 3. Hundreds. 1, 2, 3. Thousands.
I got to write it down. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Thousands,
1, 2,
millions.
3.
It would be at least $1 billion,
It
wouldn't
is.
it? I must have misheard.
Here, you and I were teasing about we'll take 1/10 of it.
Yeah.
I bet it's millions.
I
Don't
bet.
you?
I can't imagine it being $1 billion for a podcast.
Now we've got to look into that. And what was the other thing we had to look into? Oh, that movie.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
movie. I'm making notes so we can tell everybody next time.
Yep.
Movie.
And Kelsey Brothers podcast.
And Kelsey Brothers We may even listen to one of their podcasts while we're at it.
Yeah, I suppose we could see if it's really worth it.
Okay, we're ready.
Okay.
Going on to March.
All right. But the big thing about that one was that it went into
Super
overtime.
Bowl. And it went into overtime. And it was the first time in 20 years that a team won it back-to-back.
Okay. Now, are Chiefs up for it again this year?
And they're not to that point yet.
They're still in the playoffs.
They're still in playoffs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Listen to us talking sports. Oh, boy. March.
Oh, dear. Okay.
Um,
That would be Scott's birthday. Is that what's on there?
It is. Okay.
Yeah, there we go.
See, we get birthdays every month there for a while, and we've got it covered. A ship.
A ship.
A ship.
A ship.
Uh-huh. Not
And
a shit, but a
ship.
ship. With a puppy.
In March of 24.
Yes.
I'd have to say there was some kind of an ocean liner that got stuck someplace.
Okay. Yeah. No.
No?
Because all the discovering the Titanic stuff has been a long time ago.
Yeah. No, I don't think so.
Okay. All right.
I'm going with that. So, listeners, here you go. Hopefully you guessed.
Okay.
Boy, we are.
Oh, we should have known this one.
We should have.
Yeah, I love it when you look at the answer and go, of course.
Of course.
Smack yourself in the head and go, oh, yeah, you knew that.
It's a ship.
Yes. On March 26th, a cargo ship called the Dali, D-A-L-I, runs into the Francis Scott Key Bridge.
Oh, sure.
Yes,
Oh.
in Baltimore.
In Baltimore.
Yes. See, as soon as I read that part, I knew. Baltimore, Maryland, causing a partial collapse of the bridge.
Yes.
There were 6 people that were working on the bridge when the accident occurred that lost their lives.
Wow.
Oh, rebuilding and pre-construction activities were not expected to start until January of 2025 and will cost over $2 billion
Oh, jeez.
to repair.
The Kelsey brothers can help him out.
That's right.
Yeah.
They can. Yeah, so isn't that...
Okay, now that you say it,
Yeah.
the one thing I remember is whoever was on that ship
Yes,
had to stay on that ship
yes.
for quite a few days.
I think so.
Until things were resolved in testing, I suppose, to make sure they knew what they were doing or weren't drinking or something. I don't know.
Something.
But it seems like those people had to stay on that ship for a while. That cargo ship.
And you can get an idea about how big those things are. The times that we've gone to Shelley's, the beach house that I hope and pray is safe in the fires. I think it is, she said. But you could look out across the ocean and see those cargo ships. Huge.
They're huge.
Absolutely huge. So I don't know what the size of this one was and whether it was the height of the cargo or the width of the cargo. Did it catch the bottom of the bridge or the side?
I see. Yeah.
I'm not
sure. And it
sure.
had something to do with navigation system.
I think so. Yes, something like that.
Yeah.
Because I think in some of the films they show that the electricity on the cargo ship went out right before they hit the bridge.
Oh.
So, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I remember that. There's March.
A ship.
A ship with a P. Okay.
I'm feeling not so smart. Once again, not so smart. April. I think I might know this one. A major social media event. April of 2024.
Okay. Let's see. Couple guesses. They sold Twitter to, what are they calling him these days?
First buddy.
The first buddy? Musk? Yeah. Is that what it was?
I don't know. I think that's what it is. That's
Yeah.
what I'm going with, too.
Was that?
Because I don't know what other social media event.
I don't know when the whole Meta thing came in with Facebook. And I don't know,
And I don't know if that was just a renaming.
Yeah.
Because Twitter went from Twitter to X.
Yeah.
And then Facebook figured they better get a new name because
Yeah.
Twitter got a new name. I don't know. Probably.
Or it could be that Mr. T. Rump started his own. What's it called?
Oh, Truth Social.
Truth Social. The nerve.
I think that was before, though.
Was it?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, probably closer
After
to
2020.
Yeah.
I think
bet
it
so.
was. And then I had another thought, and I can't remember what it was. So anyway. Oh, my gosh.
No, it's something completely different.
Completely different.
Oh, shoot. We had some good guesses.
Our husband, he just It's our husband. He just is so cool.
Mm-hmm.
On April 1st, the world
Oh,
was
no.
entertained by listening to the first podcast of Unavoidable Adventures in
I
Aging.
can't believe we missed that one. Oh, Tim, you are such a sweetheart.
He's so clever.
He is.
The subject, Rock On, AARP, dazzled the first of thousands of the unavoidable groupies that look forward to a new episode every Friday. The team of Sue and Shan have released 39 episodes during this year.
Oh, my
Look
God.
at him. He's so smart.
Well, he keeps up with us.
God, he
Yeah.
just is a keeper, isn't
Oh,
he?
yeah. Oh, that's funny.
He is a keeper.
Why didn't that even dawn on us?
I don't know. That's so funny,
Because we were
though.
just talking about it yesterday.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh,
getting
yeah,
some,
we were on when our first
some-
one was.
Yeah,
Yes.
from trying to gather information about the podcast and when did it start and how many followers and how many downloads and blah, blah. And we didn't even think of
Think
it.
of ours.
Yeah, April Fool's Day.
Oh, how
Yep.
funny.
Oh,
Thanks-
you, Tim.
thanks, Tim.
Aw.
Because we're such the sensation.
I know. In our minds. Okay.
May, at least it's getting closer to what current date. We can
Yes.
remember something.
So this one, I've got some ideas on this one. An important jury trial.
Which one would that be? I have to go with Trump and either having to do with the
Money.
No, this
No?
wasn't the hush money. This is slander case
Oh.
against her
Okay.
because
For
he was already found guilty.
election stuff, right?
No.
No. This was still
He had said he'd never. Oh, it was the groping or the. No, it was sex.
it was.
It was.
Yeah.
He had already been charged with rape. That was already decided.
Okay.
It was then slander from that point on
Uh-huh.
that they were. So I'm thinking it's that one,
Okay.
which I don't know if that had a jury, or it could be for his 32 felony accounts.
Uh-huh. Yep. Making him the first ever president to be a convicted felon. To be president of these United States.
Huh.
Yep.
Anxiety? I don't know.
Anxiety.
That's what I'm going with, though.
Okay.
Isn't that funny? I can't even.
Okay.
We'll find out it was something completely
Okay.
different.
No, we got it.
Okay.
Okay. On May 30th,
Okay.
a jury in New York City found former U.S. President Donald Trump guilty on 34 felony counts of falsifying business records to hide payments made to prevent damaging personal information from being released prior to the 2016 presidential election. Yes.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Did your anxiety go up?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
there's that part that we don't talk a lot about because still, and there's so much more to come.
Yeah.
So much more to
we
come.
don't talk about Bruno.
Yeah.
That was from a movie.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Coco?
The other one that was it called whatever? No, it was no. I don't remember. I've watched it a couple times. Because
Do you remember?
I don't.
I don't remember, she says. I
I
don't know.
can picture the scenes and
I know.
who Bruno was and
Yeah.
why they didn't talk about him but anyway.
Okay.
But another thought that I was just thinking when I came over here was a clip from was it Betty Davis? Fasten your seatbelts. It's going to be a bumpy ride.
Right.
I'm
Oh.
thinking that for the next 4 years. So anyway.
Oh, that's a good one, though.
yeah.
You're
Okay.
absolutely
Here
right.
we go with something else.
Okay, here's June.
Okay.
Okay. Popular June of 2024.
Okay.
Popular game show host hangs it up.
Okay. Alex Trebek? No, it wasn't Jeopardy. It was Wheel of Fortune.
That's what I'm thinking too.
What's his name?
Wheel of Fortune with him and Vanna White.
And Vanna White. I remember Vanna White.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe we can't think of it.
I know.
You would think that we would cheat and look.
And look. Okay. Oh,
yeah.
Oh, we apologize to Wheel of Fortune fans out
And
there.
Pat.
Say Jack.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
I had to look. I had to cheat and
Yeah,
look.
yeah.
Isn't that funny?
That you.
Okay,
yeah.
that's an aging thing.
Uh-huh.
Where the one thing that you want to remember,
Yes.
you can't.
Right.
Everything around it, you can do it.
Yep.
And I think that I just heard that Wheel of Fortune was 50 years old or something.
Really?
I think so.
Well,
I think they had
Vanna's
their
looking
fifth-
good.
Yeah.
And I know she really wanted to take over, and they
Oh.
didn't give it
They
to
wouldn't
her.
let her be the
No,
host?
they gave it to somebody else,
Oh.
and Ryan Seacrest, I suppose.
A man.
He's doing everything. Yeah, yeah.
Vanna, hang it up and leave them.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, on June 6th, Pat Sajak hosted his final episode of Wheel of Fortune after 43 years. Oh, I'm
Wow.
wrong then. It must be. Oh, no, there was somebody before him. Okay.
Okay.
He easily became the longest continuous stint by a game show host. Ryan Seacrest was named
Okay.
as Pat's replacement on the show. Vanna White is still co-hosting on the show, a position that she has held since 1982.
Wow.
I think Merv Griffin is the one
Sure.
that
Yeah.
started it, and he
Yes.
was the first host.
Yes.
And
You
Merv
know-
Griffin, was it Merv Griffin? Yeah, he did
Yeah.
quite a few.
I
game
was just
shows.
going to say that. He really did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And that was, I didn't get the game show gene the way as probably Mom, definitely.
Oh, yeah.
She loved game shows, and that was fun about when you got sick and got to stay home. You could watch the game shows with Mom.
her.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And one of those after school things I remember
Yeah.
watching, especially Jeopardy.
Yep, Jeopardy and Wheel of Fortune were both that
They-
late afternoon,
Yeah.
early evening.
Yeah.
Especially Wheel of Fortune, it was
I
kind
think
of
it
like,
was an evening thing.
yeah, everybody could watch
Like
it.
right after the news or something
Yeah,
like that.
exactly.
Yeah, and then other ones were more daytime prices, right?
That was
yeah.
in the morning.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh gosh, there's a game show channel or something.
Yeah, yeah.
Some of those were funny.
Yeah.
Hollywood Squares.
Yes,
Match
Paul Lynde,
Game.
yes.
Oh my gosh.
So good.
They were.
Yeah.
Oh, they were funny.
Yeah, talk about favorite TV shows that we never think of. But yeah,
Yeah,
they
game
really
shows.
were very entertaining.
Yes. Yeah.
And a lot of stars who maybe weren't doing TV shows or movies anymore
Right,
would end
weren't
up
the
on these
top-notch,
shows.
yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah, but they were fun.
And I
to
just saw
watch.
something about a new Hollywood Squares coming out, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
It won't be as good.
Of course not.
They never are.
They never are.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
there you go.
Well, Pat
Sajak.
Okay.
Retired.
Yes, good for you.
Man, after 43 years. Wow.
Yeah. Oh. Oh.
June, July.
July, and 5 rings.
Oh, the Olympics.
Yes,
Okay,
we
that
were
was
just
great.
talking
Yeah.
about that.
We watched quite a bit of the Olympics this time around. Peacock, thank you very much, because it was so easy to watch on Peacock. And you could see which ones were live and which ones were repeats or
Yeah.
had been recorded. And you could find whatever event you wanted
Yeah.
and watch that. And
Yeah.
so we watched quite a bit of the Olympics this
Yeah.
year.
And isn't it funny how you get stuck on? Of course, my favorites. And in winter, it's always the ice skating. In summer, it's always gymnastics. But then you just watch one out of the blue, and you
Yeah.
get really interested in it.
Yeah.
One year, I think it was curling
Oh, yeah. I can
that I
remember.
started
Yeah.
watching
Yeah.
because I didn't know what it was or how it happened, but it was so interesting.
Yeah, and
to,
I get into track quite a bit. I really
yeah,
like
that's true.
volleyball, basketball.
Oh, sure. Sand
loved
volleyball. Now, sand volleyball, they just played like one person on each side.
Two
right?
on each side.
Two on each side. I guess one would really be running their buns
you
off,
gotta
wouldn't they?
serve, you gotta dig, you gotta spike, and then you gotta go back again.
That's
Yeah,
right.
two on
Okay,
each
yeah,
side.
two. Yeah,
Smaller court,
yeah,
but in the sand.
in the sand. And even walking in the sand barefoot,
tough.
it's
Yeah.
hard. But running
Yeah.
and Okay, July 26th, the opening for the Summer Olympics began in Paris, France.
Yep.
The 2-week event was the largest organized event Paris has ever held.
Really? That's interesting.
Okay. NBC's coverage of the event had good ratings, which were enhanced by the celebrity
Oh, Snoop Dogg.
Snoop Dogg.
Oh gosh,
yes.
yeah. I enjoyed him. He
I
was
did
funny.
too.
Yeah.
I really did. And
It
even
added a lot. I was surprised.
It did. It did. And lots of nods to his smoking, his marijuana use. And,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. They didn't pull back on any.
No,
Yeah.
It was fun.
Enhanced by the celebrity Snoop Dogg and the high medal count for the United States. Very good. Oh, swimming was another one we really got
Yep.
into this
Yep,
year.
we did.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
because there was, that one young man, he really won a lot of
Yeah.
medals. I can't think exactly who.
Yeah. August?
This is August, yes.
Okay.
And I read it.
I knew it. You looked at me like you were surprised I knew that. I just did July. We're going in order.
No, I'm like, I read the clue and went, what the heck?
Oh,
You ready?
yeah?
Alliance gets on the map in
Alliance
August.
gets on the map in August.
So it's not, we had another eclipse, but we weren't
Key
the
place to
center of
be.
it.
Wouldn't have anything to do with Carhenge.
That's the only one I can
Were we
think of
named
is
because for a while there was that contest going on about top places to visit in certain states, in certain places across Nebraska.
Yeah.
And I know Carhenge was on the list. Yep, listeners out there, if you've never been this way, come by Alliance and go to Carhenge.
Absolutely.
It's very interesting. When they were building it, I remember there was the community was split. Is it art or is it junk? It's art made with junk.
Junk. There you go.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And
yeah.
they're old, wrecked, abandoned cars.
Yep.
And then, of course, they pulled out all the motors and all of that. Some of them they pulled out off the tires, but yeah.
But it's a replica of Stonehenge.
Of Stonehenge. And it was built, now if it's not Carhenge, at least people are hearing more about Carhenge.
Yeah.
It was built as a result of a drunken family reunion.
Family reunion.
That's
did,
the
yes.
way the
Jim Reinders. Yeah.
Reinders, it describes it.
Yeah.
So, anyway, okay,
And so if you come, though, you might as well go to the
Yes.
golf course.
go to the golf
We
course.
got a great
Our city
18
park
hole.
system is
Yep.
beautiful.
Yep. Skyview Golf Course.
Uh-huh.
You can come in on a private plane
Uh-huh.
out at Heartland
Aviation.
Aviation, or
Yeah.
you can come in on a regular plane, whatever you call
Right,
those, into
right.
the city. And
Yeah.
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 And we're going to find out it's something we should know.
I
That's
know
what
it.
I'm so afraid of.
I know.
Got
I
anything
can't
else
think of anything else.
that we would have been? Okay, you ready?
Okay.
Oh, crap.
Oh.
Okay, so I saw the name right away. So this individual taught at the high school.
Oh, of course. Okay. I've got it now.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
we're just not thinking
We're
the
just
same.
brain dead again.
Yeah, so if you
Yep.
don't know who taught here before, it happened to be
Yes.
Tim Walz.
Tim Walz.
Vice President Kamala Harris on August 6th picks Tim Walz to be her running mate for the presidential election. Tim was born in West Point, Nebraska, and grew up in Valentine, Nebraska. After graduating from Chadron State High School, which is about 60 miles from here, he came to Alliance to begin his teaching and coaching career.
Uh-huh.
In 1996, he moved to Mankato, Minnesota, his wife's hometown, and eventually Minneapolis, where he resides as the governor of Minnesota.
Yes.
And Gwen also taught. She was speech English teacher, and he was social studies.
Uh-huh.
And went up to Mankato, taught at a high school in Mankato to
Uh-huh.
boot.
Yeah.
Oh, my land.
Yeah. Very well regarded.
Oh,
I taught
very,
with his
very well.
sister for a couple years
Yep.
out in one of the country
His sister lives
schools.
here in town.
It's right down the street from me.
Yep. Yeah, we did get on the map, didn't we?
I know. I can't. Yeah.
Oh, boy.
But Carhenge really is cool.
But you got to see Carhenge. See, and if you come, then look me up because I'll take you past Tim and Gwen's home
Yes.
that they rented when they lived here in Alliance.
Yeah,
There you go.
There you go.
Oh.
By the high school they used
Yeah.
to teach at
We
in
could
the
do a
football
plaque
field.
there that said, here's where they lived.
That's
and then
right.
take
Yeah.
people on tours.
Yeah. Oh, I can't believe it.
I know.
Again.
Ooh, we're failing.
Oh, we are.
It's fun, but we're failing.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, here we go.
We are up
September.
to
We got to start remembering now, right?
Oh, September. Bad weather
Okay.
in September.
We had bad weather in September, huh?
He said it was local, statewide, and all the way up to national.
National,
News.
international.
Bad weather in September.
Bad weather in September. Does he mean us or somebody else?
I don't know. Read it.
So
Bad
it could
weather.
be. It could. Oh, yeah, that would make sense. Okay, Hurricane Helene, was that the one
Ooh.
this year?
Yeah.
She was a doozy.
Yeah. We didn't have snow in September. That has happened before,
That's happened
but
before.
not this year.
We've had it in July before.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I
Okay.
agree. There's just bad weather all the
I
time, isn't there?
know.
It's got to be a hurricane, right?
You were right.
Yay! We got
Yes.
one, finally.
Oh,
Woohoo.
you are good.
Whew.
Hurricane Helene hit the Florida coast with devastating results. The sustained winds reached a maximum of 140 miles per hour.
Wow.
Helene was is it Helen or Helene? Helene. Yeah.
Let's go with that one.
Yeah, I like that one. was the second major hurricane of the 2024 year.
Oh.
As of January 7th of this year, so just the other day, at least 246 and $124 billion. I don't know the 246. Would that be people who died?
Died? I wonder.
Could be. Yeah, he just didn't fill that part in. And $124 billion in damage have been attributed to the storm. Yes,
Ooh,
that was
yeah,
a big
it was
one.
a doozy.
Yeah, and I think that too, Leslie has family who live in North Carolina and South Carolina. And they had some problems because of it flooding and things like that.
And of course, then electricity always goes at that.
Always, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and right now it's those terrible fires in California.
Right.
And an offshoot of that, and we all found this out when Shelley got the Airbnb here in town.
Oh, yeah.
And she was trying to get homeowners insurance.
Yes, yes.
And she could not find it.
They weren't writing policies.
No, because all of these disasters have wiped them out. And those poor people in California, I don't know how that works. I'm sure those homes, especially of the stars or whatever you want to call it, were insured for a lot of money.
Yeah.
They were hundreds of millions of dollar homes. And to have that many of them lost at the same time,
True.
I don't know how that's going to work.
I don't either. And that's why it's becoming very difficult to get homeowners insurance. Everybody's homeowners insurance has gone up.
Yes.
That kind of a thing.
Yeah.
It just...
And I'm sure it's bankrupting insurance companies left. So, yeah.
Ooh,
So
okay.
sad.
We're getting even closer. Okay, here we go.
I need to stop talking so much. Oh, we've only got 2 more left.
We got 2,
after this.
because we're in October.
Okay.
Oh, dear. October. Okay, you're
October.
ready. October.
It wasn't that long ago.
I
Sue.
know.
Let's see if I can get this.
Somebody's birthday.
I'm sure it was somebody's birthday.
I'm sure there were
I'm
quite
sure
a
there
few
were
people
lots of somebody's
that were
birthdays
born.
in October.
There's nobody that I can think of in my immediate family
Yeah.
that
October.
Somebody's birthday.
Okay.
Did we celebrate? No. Nebraska's, I know, is, I don't know the month, but it's
That's March
1888.
1st. Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
Alliance, I think. Okay.
Okay.
Somebody's birthday?
Somebody's birthday. It wasn't
Okay, we got
Gretchen's,
to
was
move
it?
on. Oh, crap. Okay. Longest living president turned 100 years
Jimmy
of age.
Carter.
October
Oh,
1st.
Yes.
Jimmy Carter. He was our 39th president and served the office from 77 to 81. During his presidency, he was best known for the Panama Canal Treaties, Camp David Accords, the Treaty of Peace between Egypt and Israel, the SALT II Treaty with the Soviet Union, and the establishment of the U.S. diplomatic relations with China. Jimmy may be remembered more for his humanitarian efforts after he was out of office and building homes, Habitat for Humanity homes, which he did for
amazing person.
years.
And isn't it, as we record this, what this one will be will be launched on the 17th, I think.
Right.
So we're recording this on the 10th. So his day of remembrance was yesterday. So yeah. So there have been some really amazing presidents.
There have been.
There really have. So I'm glad that I was able to live through their presidencies.
Yes. And amazing that he wasn't elected again, but he wasn't.
Was he just a one-term president?
He was one-term president.
Who took over after him?
Somebody else.
Was it one of the Bushes?
A Bush? That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, we've got that
Don't
down
press
somewhere.
us. Don't press us. We're not good at that part. No. Yeah.
We're having a hard time remembering that we were
Last
the
year.
story in April.
No, it was August.
Okay.
In August, we were the story. Okay.
No, in April. April 1st was when we launched the first podcast.
Us. Oh, good God. Let's finish.
Short
wrap
memory.
it up, man.
Short memory. Okay. Okay, you'll know this one.
Oh, good.
November, new eyes for the Huskers. New eyes.
For the Huskers.
E-Y-E-S.
E-Y-E-S.
Not I''S. E-Y-E-S.
New eyes. Volleyball or football?
Oh, it just says new eyes for the Huskers.
And I'm supposed to know this.
Uh-huh.
New eyes. Oh, I feel really dumb.
Yeah.
And it was what month?
November. Just
okay,
like
that
2
wasn't
months
the
ago?
volleyball match that we broke the record of 92,000.
No.
That was in August, I think.
Yeah.
New
And
eyes.
We know that it's got to be either football or volleyball.
We think so. But volleyball didn't get a new coach. Football didn't get a new coach.
Oh, that's right.
This
Matt
is
Rule's
second
been
year.
here for 2 years.
Yeah.
That's right.
Oh, good freaking Lord.
Was it our first bowl game in however many years?
Oh,
we
would it
didn't
have been
play it in
decided by then?
November.
It would have been decided in November, I
think so. Okay, let's open this up because we
Does it say for the Huskers or just for Nebraska? We aren't even close.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I think there were a lot of things. Nebraska Athletic Department elevates Dana Holgerson, Holgorsen, from a newly hired analyst for the Husker football team to full-time offensive coordinator. I remember that
there
story
we go.
now. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. The former West Virginia and Houston coach was originally hired to give head coach Matt Rule an outside set of eyes. There's the
Okay.
eyes.
You can tell the man reads the newspaper.
I know.
Okay.
He's so educated. Eyes on how to help the struggling Husker offense. He eventually signed a 2-year contract worth $1.2 million per year.
Okay, not as much as the Kelsey brothers, but
That's right.
I could live with
I
that.
could do that.
Yeah, I could split it with you and still be.
Exactly. My eyes are probably worth about a third of that, but I'd even take that. Okay.
Okay, new eyes. Okay, here we go. December. I hate to say this. December.
Okay, this was just a couple weeks ago.
Pray for rebuilding. Is that due to a natural disaster?
Probably. It wouldn't be the fires because those broke out on like the 7th of January. But I'm thinking it's some kind of rebuilding based on a natural disaster.
Okay, I'm going to give you a hint because I wasn't.
Okay.
I went ahead and looked at it.
Okay.
Let's also add to that where the Olympics were. Oh wait, is that where it
Paris?
is? Okay, it's international. Never
Okay.
mind. International.
Okay.
It had a fire. It had to be rebuilt, and it was reopened on December 8th.
Oh.
Ready?
Yeah,
I'm
just
gonna
go
give it
ahead
to
and read
you.
the whole thing. Yeah.
Notre Dame Cathedral reopens to the public after
Oh,
a tragic fire broke out
Yeah.
in 2019. Okay, we're just going to get
Okay.
a third microphone and bring that man in because
know.
he can answer everything.
I know. Yeah.
Okay. Fire broke out in 2019, destroying the cathedral's wooden spire. Most of the wooden roof and upper walls, because it was wood. The cathedral won't be 100% restored until 2026, when new stained glass windows will be installed.
Wow.
The structure was originally built in the year 1345,
Wow.
680 years ago.
Oh my God.
We're going to leave these here, and you and I are going to read these every once in a while so we can become more educated.
Yeah. On these 12 topics.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Because they'd been showing pictures of inside the cathedral and all the workers who have been working on it.
Oh my.
Hundreds of people. Yeah. Who worked on getting that reopened.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
2019.
Yeah. I
so
remember
5 years
videos of that.
I remember that too.
Yeah. And again, you don't know how the fire started. I think they knew at the time how the fire started, but I don't remember.
It was. Yeah, it wouldn't take much, would it? In a wooden structure
No,
like that's that old.
That old? Yeah, definitely.
Woo!
All
Okay.
righty.
We may
Well,
have shown our.
that was,
Back
a brain one, trying to pull from memories and general knowledge.
Yeah.
Takeaways?
I got to start reading the newspaper more often and thoroughly and every day. That's my takeaway.
Yes. And more than just the particular headline. There were a lot of different things that he gave us here.
All
and
of which we just didn't always
exactly
come up with.
Yeah. I guess that would be
Is that your
my
takeaway?
my takeaway too. Is I feel just so stupid. So give me another glass of wine. And hey, Sean, tonight we're having cheese soup for dinner.
Yes,
and
yeah.
I am so excited. I've been thinking about it.
Oh,
yes.
absolutely.
Oh, and one more thing.
Okay.
Leslie had written us a quick note. And we didn't even remember that we'd actually said this
Out loud.
out loud.
On air.
Yeah, but it was something about changing our name.
Right.
From Unavoidable Adventures in Aging to just Unavoidable. And Leslie had written in her 2 cents. No, keep it the way it is.
Yeah.
And we had discussed that.
Yeah. And there are quite a few podcasts that start with the word unavoidable. So it would be hard to find us.
Yeah.
But if you want to find us, hopefully you already have. But you can always go to our website, unavoidable.life. Want to get a hold of us, go to unavoidableaging@gmail.com. We continue to do things, and maybe if we had a resolution, I don't know if we'd call it a resolution, but we are working very hard on getting our name out there and building up our listenership.
Yeah.
And that starts with our current listeners sharing it and helping others get on so that they know how to listen to us each week and always remember to follow. And that's it. Thank you.
Yeah, we really do appreciate that. And what we're working now on putting together, it's called a press kit or a media kit. And it's just some information about us.
If you really want us to send it to you once it's finalized, email us and send us that press kit.
Yes. And if you have any ideas, we decide we're going to go ahead and send it to AARP.
Exactly.
But we don't know if they'll use it. If you don't try, you won't know. Yeah.
In places we really fit.
Yes.
Besides, and also with our listeners, we fit right there.
Right.
We fit with others too.
Yeah,
so
we do.
More places to fit.
Yeah. So that's what we're working on too. So for the new year.
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
All right. Liz, come in again next week. We will be here. And remember to enjoy your life. Laugh at yourself and remember, you're not knucking futz. You're just aging. All right.
Bye, everybody.
Goodbye. I'm going to go have some soup.
Soup. Bye.